Welcome to Bizemag podcast. I am Dr. Vaneeta Aggarwal. Today, our guest is David Savage. I will briefly introduce our today's guest to the audience, but before that, I should welcome David. It's our pleasure and honor to have you on this platform today. Thank you so much for being here.
And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to connect with you and your audience.
So, dear viewers, David B. Savage is BA Economics and CPCC. He is collaboration, business development, dispute resolution, and negotiation consultant, coach, author, and speaker. Since 1975, David brings expertise, experience, and leadership, including oil and gas, renewable energy, healthcare, entrepreneurship, stakeholder engagement, business development, coaching, and conflict management. Over a 10-year period, David and his partners collaborated to develop 5 companies and 4 non-for-profit organizations. Since 2007, Savage Management has focused on building capacity, innovation, and accountability in people and in and between organizations and communities. He works with leaders and organizations to advance their success through collaborations, negotiations, conflict resolution, and business development. David does this for clients with consulting, coaching, conflict resolution, and collaboration. So here we are with David himself. We will talk about and know what kind of advices does he give to organizations and business owners so that they can grow their businesses into much larger scales in an efficient way. So David, first of all, tell us about your professional journey.
Thank you. I've been around for a while. I live in the Kootenay Rockies of British Columbia, Canada. And my whole profession since 1975 has been around collaborative leadership, how to get people to respect, learn, embrace, innovate, and succeed together. What the things I do, I coach organizations, as you've mentioned, and I do teach people on how to become a master negotiator. Mostly, if I look at my own purpose, I just want organizations to be better, more successful, and more brilliant and more engaging by doing it better than what I see far too often globally. I am a Rotarian. Right now, I'm president of my Rotary Club of Cranbrook Sunrise. I'm co-chair of the Environmental Sustainability Rotary Action Group for Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho, and Southeastern British Columbia. And I'm a director of the Waterton Glacier International Peace Park. Wow. In addition, I'm a grandfather of 5, and I care deeply about our shared future. I care deeply about sustainability. I want to talk some point today about my 10 essential steps to collaboration. And I also want to frame it in what we've been talking about for the last 6 months and probably through 2022 is the Great Resignation and how organizations are responding to that and some of the ideas that I offer your listeners.
That's great, David. So why don't we start with that also, that only? Your 10 points to collaboration and, the Great Resignation, which is the latest hot topic among human resource professionals.
Yeah, it makes me very sad because as we evolve, sometimes I feel that organizations are devolving. When people are saying, I don't want to work for that organization anymore, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in the tourism, restaurant business, or the technology business, Oftentimes what they're saying is, I really don't have a strong connection to that organization, to that company, to that community. And when you don't have that connection, and the employer responds to the Great Resignation by saying, well, we have to lower our standards, we're going to take less qualified people, or we need to raise our wages, I think they're missing the point.
Mhm.
Wages are nice. We all like to have the things that we like to have. Money is important to all of us. But the way to more money is be a business with purpose, be on purpose, be an attractive and engaging organization. And you do that not by treating people as some kind of a commodity. I have a number of clients and friends and family members who have just been really squeezed in the last year as to, well, we've got to batten down the hatches, really tighten our bottom line. We need to reduce, squeeze people. You need to do more with less. Well, that doesn't promote innovation, creativity, loyalty, reduced turnover. That strategy is so often used, and it's not the way to growth and success. I've written an article a few months ago now and posted on LinkedIn about turn the Great Resignation into the Great Opportunity. And my view is that the clients I work with, instead of contracting and squeezing and going from fear-based management, human resources, open it up. Treat others like you'd like to be treated. That's that platinum rule. Treat others like the way they'd like to be treated is even better than the golden rule. So how do we do that? Well, we recognize that the best employees are actually smart folks, talented folks who really care not only about who they work with, but our
Mhm.
shared future. So through my work in the last 46 years and the last 7 years since I've been speaking and writing and coaching on leadership through collaboration, I'm really focusing on people, how to work together better. How do we get that better staff, that better talent mix, that more loyal, more creative? Well, you create the culture of collaboration. Uh, when I started writing and speaking about collaboration, I guess a couple of things I will say is, one is, there really wasn't many books on collaboration, and the books that were written on collaboration weren't collaborative books. So my very first book,
Yeah,
and if I
please.
might, uh,
Breakthrough to yes.
Breakthrough to Yes, Unlocking the Possible Within a Culture of Collaboration. And with this book, it's a collaborative book because I have experts from 8 countries and 100 different experts quoted. So I get to be wrong. I get to be reliant on others. And the other thing that I'm very happy to share with is the graphic. Look at the title there. And perhaps your viewers can't see that, but there's 4 letters in Breakthrough to Yes that are shaded. And those letters represent the biggest barrier to collaboration and leadership and creating that positive culture. EGOS, egos. So, with respect to those egos, um, we pretend we're collaborating, but oftentimes leaders manipulate by consensus, and I really push back against that. And our leaders, our staff members, really don't like to be treated like they don't understand, because we do. I think the other part of this is going forward to say, collaboration has become such a misused word. Well, we're going to collaborate this and collaborate that. No, it is a very careful and purposeful process to create that opportunity to attract the best employees, create a business with purpose, create a focus on your organization where you know that your customers, your clients, your employees also care about the environment. They also care about their community. and they also care about successful businesses. So let's recognize that. In my pushback against the Great Resignation and opportunity for my clients and the viewers of Bizemag to really take advantage of this time to upgrade skills, upgrade people, get way more for not much more. I've tried to do this through my coaching to challenge organizational CEOs. Sometimes, as a consultant and coach, I'm free to say what I witness, whether I'm right or not. Oftentimes, I will challenge that president or that CEO to say, step out of the way. You're being an obstacle right now. I guess the other thing that I'd like to share with you before we go on to the next question is, because collaboration is such a difficult thing, and because it's such a misused thing, and it's a way to really improve business success. And I will say that by focusing on the environment and community in addition to your bottom line, the evidence is in for the last decade, for the last year, for the last month. Those organizations that focus on all of the above, on sustainability, on purpose, on creating shared value, make more money.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just a really nice greenwashing thing. This is actually a brilliant business strategy. So I've also published a handbook, Better by Design. And this handbook is how to produce better outcomes through well-designed collaborations. And what I'm offering that is really just a straightforward step-by-step process to ask yourself, how are we working together? How do we assess how we're working together? Why are we really doing this? Do we have the right people? Are we truly embracing those that are against us? Because I've learned in my life, those that fight against me are often a great gift, because there's something that they know that they don't think I understand. So in my business career, what I found, if I might use one example, we were building a facility in Alberta, Canada, and we were getting lots of pushback from local landowners and community members. And we sat down with them and said, we'll listen, we'll listen, we'll listen. It took us 3 months of just talking without an agenda. You know, yes, they wanted to protect their homes, their communities, the environment, and their values. I wanted to do the same. And within 3 months, we came up with a solution that none of us had thought about together, thought about previously as a part, but we came up with this solution together. And my company built that facility. It was rapid from that point on. So yes, you have to slow down before you can go fast. But what I will say is, within 3 months of us having that breakthrough to our yes and their yes, my company's share price tripled.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't actually about doing, in fact, we didn't actually do what I thought and my team thought was best to do. We came up with a brand new alternative that served everybody. And there are many examples like that. So just trying to give you an overview and some examples and one story.
Thank you so much, David. It was really learning, and I was enjoying, listening to what you were saying, and the points are correct on the target. That the organizations and the leaders have to treat their workers or employees in a way that they themselves want to be treated as. And that is a general fundamental in personal life, also in professional sphere also. If you do not treat the other person the way you want to be treated, there is some sort of frustration developed, some sort of negativity developed against yourself only, and it only brings the obstacles. It doesn't bring the smoothness. So for example, that you talked about that building the new construction, you just talked and find a way through where the other party also agreed and your work was also done. So through that constructive talking and finding ways through which the project could be completed and established, You did it brilliantly. And that is the way, instead of fighting and instead of, heading against each other, if you talk or converse or give respect to the other parties, basically, and hear them out. What are their concerns? And
Very
try
much
to,
so.
yeah,
And I also stress really be intentional. What am I really trying to do here? What are my values, your values, the community's values? And be a values driven organization, because if I'm not, then you disengage, you don't trust. And whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, my opportunities to work together with you are really going to be damaged. So it is that truth and integrity and true intention to say, how am I serving our shared future? How am I creating a better planet for my 5 grandchildren? And how am I actually building my organization to be as impactful as possible? Which profits is just one part of that measurement.
true. And it's not only damaging your equation with the one particular employee or staff member or consultant, it's also going word of mouth to others. So it damages your own reputation as such. So
Yes.
it's not one dimensional, it's multidimensional damage. Because you must be knowing, like, you are so senior, and there are organizations every employee is so happy about and wanting to be working with such an organization. There are certain organizations nobody wants to be there.
Yes, we are a global network. Like, just proof of your and my discussion today is, I don't have to have that awareness, positive reputation, trust from 8 billion people. If I have it with 8, that's enough.
That's
If I
enough.
have it with 17 in India, 3 in Peru, that's enough. We can make the ripple that we want to make for our future and for our organizations. We can stand out.
Correct. Thank you so much, David.